Okay, so I just walked by 2 completely naked women. My vision is not good enough to see beyond probably like 20 feet. So I could only tell kind of that they were women because they're screaming like little girls. I don't really know what that means, but I could tell that it's not a man because I can tell the voice is not the same, if that makes sense. So, and now I'm gonna warn somebody real quick. Hey, get prepared. There's 2 fully naked women over there.
Oh, no.
Enjoy it. Or maybe don't. Don't get in trouble if that's your girlfriend. In Oregon, there's like rules where you can basically be naked. And I did go, where did I go? Where did I go before I had the surgery? Okay, I went to Europe and I traveled all over Europe on the southern coast. And I lived in not a house. What did I live in? I lived in a car with a couple of my kids for like 50 days. And we drove along the entire coastline, southern coastline. I think it's the southern coastline. Do you remember where I started?
Spain?
No, before that. Portugal, I just remembered. Okay, I started in Portugal. I don't remember any of this. Like I have no emotions attached to it because I lost all my memory. No, not my memory. I lost all my history. I know that's not what the right word for it, but that's what happened to me. So it's like very, very, very slowly coming back. And some of it will never probably come back, which is probably a good thing because all the problems I have with anybody in my life, all gone, all gone. Blessing. Blessing, is blessing a good word or a bad one?
That's good.
Okay, that's a good word. So I'll keep it there. I mean, I would anyways because I don't care. Now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so for 50 days, I flew my kids, 2 of my boys, to wherever I did in an airplane. That's a new word. A big airplane though, and I can't tell you more than that. And we sat in a seat and it took 12 hours or something to get there. I don't know what 12 hours means, so that's probably inaccurate, but it is hourage. Hourage? That doesn't sound right, but whatever, doesn't matter. And we lived in a car for 50 days. Now I've said that lots of times, but is what it is because my brain doesn't work. Portugal, let me think about this. The whole coast by the water. What's that called? Is that a coast?
Coast.
The beach? What is it called though? The big body of water. The ocean, I just thought of it. The ocean. So we drove directly along the ocean from Portugal. I think Spain is next. Then that country where everybody's a suck up. France, haha, she even knows when I say suck up. Every other country told me that French people are freaking rude as butt. But I had a pretty good time with them. So, but hello.
Hey.
So let me think. Now I lost track. Portugal, Spain, France. I don't know what comes after it, but it doesn't matter. I drove through all these places. I went to Italy, all the way down of Italy into another little country that's there. I think it's part of Italy now, but it's called something else, and I can't tell you. I've been thinking about it this whole time, but I can't remember. So we did all of that. And then I had to drive all the way back. So we did it twice because you have to take this dumb vehicle back to where you rented it from. So that's pretty cool. So we spent a ton of time. Whoa. I thought I saw a bear, but that's not real. It's just a stump or something. That was crazy. Dang, yeah, I don't remember that little island. But we had to bring the car onto like a big boat. What's it called? I don't know what a boat's called, but whatever. We went on the boat, a ferry. I just remembered a ferry. Wow, dude, this is incredible. On just this one hike, I've probably learned like 20 things. So hopefully I remember at least half of it by tomorrow. A ferry to whatever this place is. We drove around the entire island. Then we went back to everything. From Portugal, we flew in an airplane to, I think, Egypt. Some of this might not be right because I just don't remember. So I flew to Egypt, which is incredible, but it was really hot and it's really dirty. And we were walking everywhere there. I did rent some hotels, but I stayed in some really crazy hotels where they have like real strict rules because of their religion or whatever. So like, I only had boys with me, so it made everything easy. But had I brought like my wife, I would have had to, she would have had to dress differently there. And I would have had a marriage. No. Yeah, a marriage certificate is what I'm trying to say. And I would have had to prove it. And you can't like have sex. You can't do any of those kind of things in their like building or whatever on some of those places, which is Whatever, I don't care. That's their religion. More power to them. No problem. I have no problem with anybody. What else did we do? I had an incredible time. I remember I had an incredible time. It was very dirty. It was very hot, but I loved walking through all those people and meeting people because I just like that stuff. So I had a great time. I don't think I posted really any of those videos yet. So I'm going to post all that stuff because I did have a good time. And now I have to rewatch them because I only remember very basic. And look what I bought. I bought these. What are these called? Road bands? Ray-Bans. I couldn't actually read those, but then I just remembered. So I had like all these dumb videos where I was trying to find Ray-Bans that were knockoffs. Knockoffs, is that a word? Like fake ones that I could get cheap. But now because I had to buy new, I can't tell you, but these are like custom Ray-Bans with the glasses in them so I can actually see, because without these, I can't see anymore perfectly. It does get better, so now I'm gonna have to go in and see the doctor like every month because I'll have to keep changing this until it gets better or worse. So that's why it doesn't say Ray-Bans on the front like I want. It only says them on the side. And I would have to spend the same amount of money on this. Also, I spit. I'm noticing like when I talk, I keep spitting and I don't like that, but it's just the reality of life. I know I'm so off track. This is insane, dude. What was I even saying? So I traveled all over Europe, Egypt. Dang, dude. I'm trying to think of it, but I flew to another island, kind of an island that has a bunch of islands around it. I might not be able to tell you that until later. I can see it in my head, but I can't tell you what it is. That's how insane my brain is right now. Oh no, let me ask this person that's with me. Hey, do you know where I went after Europe? I went to, now I forgot the name I went to, but the dirty place that has the paraglows. Man, I can't even say that now. It looks like this,
Yeah.
Big ones.
Pyramids.
We saw all the pyramids. That was cool. We walked down under the pyramids. That was awesome. I just remembered. But then I flew to a place that's above that.
You went to Israel.
Oh, I did that too. But Cyprus, but where is it? I went to Cyprus.
Cyprus is the island.
Oh, let's see. I went to Cyprus and I also went to another country that's attached to that. And it's like, it sounds like another Muslim country. I can't tell you what that one is, but that place was awesome too, man. I have a video about me going to this castle that we stayed in, which was insane. And we met some random people from other countries. I went further to that same place because I went up to the top of the Parthenon or something like that. I might have said that wrong. I can't remember what it starts with, but I can say it. They're Greek. It's Greeks.
Oh,
Greece. Okay, boom. So I went to Greece. That was awesome. Those people were super nice. I met some really cool, like old ladies who were calling me daddy because they really like family that stays together. And because I brought my kids with me and they're my dad. No, I'm their dad. So they were like, they really liked that. So they were calling me daddy, giving me a bunch of free food that made me really fat. That's another reason why I gained extra weight. Because I did weigh 170, I think, and now I weigh 190. Well, I weighed 200 literally yesterday. Now I weigh 196 this morning. So I'm going to get back there. That's also going to be a part of my journey when I can start working out. I'll start posting that stuff too, because man, you got to stay healthy, especially if you have cancer. You got to get healthy, man. Real healthy, not overly healthy, because you do need a little bit of fat, because some of that fat, I can't remember what kind it is, but it's actually good for you. And man, the healthier you get, the longer you'll last. For me, I have to, because I got a 5-year termination limit unless things go real well for me. And I have to do some really stupid stuff I don't want to. The chemo is not a problem, but my kind of cancer is really, really bad. And I'm only going to be like 40% effective with this chemo. And if it doesn't work, the cancer is just going to kill me. And I got 5 this time, years. Or I have to do what I don't want to do, which is radiation, because literally in 4 months or something like that, I'm going to get defaulted again, just like I did when this happened to me, but worse. So the chances, because of the last little part of that brain cancer that's in there, I'm not going to know till I do this next MRI. So I'm hoping for real good news. Either way, I'm not afraid, and I don't even care because of what they did to my brain. So that part is real good for me. And if I can fix that negative part, then I'm going to have an incredible life, even if it's only 5 years. So I'm not even worried about it. But if I do the radiation, then I have the potential to live twice that long, depending on what happens. But it's up in the air for everybody because the brain is a whole different thing than the rest of your body with cancer. So if you got info you can send to me, I have to use Google to read it, but man, anything you can do, any persons that are going through this, I would love to meet you. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to share your story on my YouTube and all that kind of stuff because man, we got to get together. We got to talk to people. We should support each other, all that kind of stuff. And we should be nice to each other because I know now that I'm a different person and I have a lot of issues. And the more I can talk to people, that's another reason why it helped me get better so fast because every single person in that hospital, I went to talk to them and I said, man, what's happening with you? I hope you're doing better. I hope you'll make it through it. And I was trying to encourage everybody else. And me doing that made me feel incredible. And that is why I believe because of powerful, positive thinking and stuff like that, I got prepared for this ahead of time. I figured I would die, but I wanted not to as hard as possible. And I decided that I would fight as hard as humanly possible. That is what I did. That is why I'm here. And I'm nice to everybody. And the doctors sucked out all that damage they could that was old, that was working, I think, at 14%, and it was screwing my life over. And I will tell all that whole story because hopefully other people can use all that to help them. Because all I want to do with the rest of my life for as long as I have is help people. So that's my goal. And be part of the journey and help me out because it's free to watch YouTube. And if I can make a lot of money doing this, I can help a lot of people. And I'm not going to be one of those gay motherfuckers who, I shouldn't have said that. The drugs are kicking in. If I can modify that, I will, but maybe I'll leave it in because it's just the reality of these stupid... Okay, I stopped myself that time. Cool. Woo! I got totally off track, and I apologize for anybody watching that because that's not me and that's not how I talk, but the drugs are doing this to me now, and I can't control myself after a certain level. Dang, man, I might just have to go to a new video because now I can't even think or speak. Yeah, I totally lost everything I was saying. All I can tell you is we should help each other because everybody's going through hard times, especially people with cancer that are having problems or whatever. We should be working together and you can help me. And I'm not going to be like those cancer people that give 1% of their money to help people that they don't actually help them with. And they just steal it all like a bunch of little schmucks. I want to be able to give money directly to the cancer researchers who are doing the actual work. Because if you're supporting all of these huge corporations that spend the majority of their money helping fat cats get fat, you're not actually helping anybody get better from cancer, and that's why it's taken so long. You got to do some research online and figure out which companies and corporations and how much money, especially if they're, man, I get smarter every day, but I will release better videos because people need to be aware of this. Do not give money to cancer companies, cancer places that don't give 99% of that money directly to treating cancer. And most people and most of these huge corporations, it's the exact opposite. 1%, 2%, 3% goes to the actual cancer and the rest is sucked into the economy of those places. None of us should do that, and everybody should stop doing that, and we should give that money directly to the people who will make a difference because otherwise you're wasting your money. And guess what's happening? Some big fat guy or woman, and I didn't mean to say that because they could obviously be skinny, they are stealing money through the guise of making you feel good about helping people with cancer, especially kids. St. Jude, I think, is a good example. You can look them up online and you can see that so much of their money actually goes into helping cancer kids, cancer people. And it's, you can look all those up, and I can't tell you what it's called because my brain's not good enough yet, but I'm going to try to look at those people because they need to be not scammed, but they need to be, you as a human needs to understand that they might be scamming you. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm not smart enough to say anything else. I don't know if I can edit that because I'm too stupid to edit it. I just have to do this and post it. So if anybody gets offended, I am super, to be honest, I don't care at all. And I know that's so rude to say, but I only care if you care that I said what I did. But I did say what I did, and I meant what I said, just in a different way. But the drugs are kicking in, and I have to go now. Goodbye.